So after precisely an hour and 22 minutes of pure cinema with Miles taking his biggest L, probably the hardest scene of literally all time, we make it to the final fight, which opens up with his fellow Spider-Man and woman and slinging onto the rooftop that belonged to none other than the Kingpin's fat ass. God damn, look at him. Anyways, we cut to the inside of the building and we see that the function is heavily guarded by Tombstone and some randoms, with Kingpin giving a speech about how he and the late Spider-Man of this world were very close, which I mean, he wasn't exactly lying, but close just wouldn't be the words to use there.
Get up!
Anyways, one of the Spider-Man points out that all the waiters are dressed in Spidey masks, and they get the bright idea to simply blend in, which, I mean, obviously wouldn't work, right?
Can't be that easy. It's that easy.
Well, okay then. They make their way towards a multiversal collider that's about to destroy the entire universe, and Spider-Man 2.0 over here geeked out of MJ. That's not even his! The whole universe about to be blown to hell, and this nigga over here talking about some...
I just had another chance to give you, the bread.
Shut your bitch ass!
Nonetheless, Gwen snaps bro back to reality, in which we slide down to the basement where the collider's at, with Kingpin's people turning it on. The spiders kidnap two of his men before finally breaking in through the elevator shaft, and what they see is the machine straight messing up all of New York. I don't think Big Boy over here thought this through. I gotta say, whole plan ain't even make sense. Like, bro was about to snatch an alternate version of his wife and son? Made them think they'd even accept him. Like, what? Regardless, it's up to the spiders to stop it, because if they don't, so they swing to the roof of the place, with Peter trying to put the flash drive in to shut down the whole thing, but before he could, that boy got snatched by, I don't know her name, in which all of their covers were blown and them boys started lighting them up. The spiders go down and handle business, but they started glitching, which put them at a huge disadvantage. I mean, whole time they getting whooped by E-list villains. Like, who is this, bro? Anyways, Peter tries to put in the flash drive again, but he gets stopped by Octavia and gets strangled in the most uncomfortable way I've ever seen. And before she could deliver the final blow, after an entire 3-minute scene of Miles farming enough aura not only for the citizens of New York, but also us, the audience, he clutches up and saves Peter by grabbing one of her arms and socking her shit not once, but 2 times, then proceeds to put the clamps on her, all while being invisible. But he seen Gwen was watching, so he knew he had to show out, so he kicks her back and hits her with a
Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Yeah, after 90 entire minutes of straight L's, he's finally got his moment. I'll cover the whole movie at some point, I promise. He saves Peter 2.0 and gets straight glazing praise from all the spiders, but more so from Peter telling him he's so proud of him. Before they were interrupted by Octavia, in which they start fighting, and we see Kingpin's family in the collider, and this man got the nerve to tell bro,
It's too risky.
Shut up and turn it up.
like, bro, look outside, gang. The city is in shambles. Got an old lady about to make her fake teeth fall out. Damn. The spiders continue fighting everyone, trying to put a stop to this madness, which everyone upstairs and in the city starts to panic and evacuate. Gwen, Peter, and Miles group up to assess the situation, with the other 3 doing their thing and whooping straight buns. Well, at least Noir was. Penny was getting washed until the pig saved her by putting straight paletas on my boy before knocking him out with a hammer he pulled straight from his ass. And even Noir jumps in and helped them finish him off. I ain't know it took 3 Spider-Men to take down an E-list villain, but alright. Gwen gets knocked out, but Miles comes in clutch saving her, in which Peter grabs his web and drags them straight to Octavia to hit her with a... So she somehow shakes that off and charges right back at him, getting ready to beat that. Ah!
Help me.
Nah, I remember watching this for the first time. That junk had me dying, bro. Like, Peter's expression right here was hilarious. You can just see the reactions perfectly through the mask. Anyways, Miles hits a Houdini on Peter, stealing the flash drive, or goober as they call it. Oral farming once again doing a whole cinematic swinging sequence, all just to end back up on the roof. And no, it did not have the same kind of sauce as his last scene did. Not even close. Anyways, he puts the goober in. Boy, Kingpin was pissed. But before he could act, everyone goes home, one by one, with Gwen leaving and Peter being the only one left. But Kingpin interrupts him, with Peter immediately saying he'll hold him off, but Miles stops him and tells him he gotta go home, with Peter worried about messing things up with MJ again, and Miles is like,
How do I know I'm not gonna mess it up again? You won't. I hate to leap the faith. Not bad, kid.
And now with everyone sent home, it's time for the final fight of Miles versus Kingpin. With Kingpin starting this off, pushing him back, hitting a Hulk smash, but he did not do that to copy bro. No, he did that to create space so he can shoot this nigga. Is he trying to cancel himself? Bro trying to make every news headline. The hell is wrong with him? Anyways, Miles snatches the gun off him and starts running, trying to get to the button to shut it down completely, but and I love how this fight just went from him trolling Kingpin to complete seriousness. Like, even the way the music just cuts off. Like, listen real quick. It's little details like that that really make this movie stand out. I love it, bro. Kingpin gets him in a chokehold about to finish him, but he gets distracted by his family from the other world. And they witness the absolute monster of a person he is on the inside, and especially on the outside. I'll never get over how big they made my guy. Oh my god. Miles and Kingpin get on the roof of the train, and y'all can't tell me there wasn't influence here. They start boxing with Miles' dad watching his son getting whooped. Miles even sees that he's disappointing his father, giving him a 12th reason to get the milk. So knowing he got one more strike before it becomes 13, he locks in and drags the car at him, but Kingpin catches it and throws it back at him, with Miles circling back and kicking him off the train. They start falling and fighting in the air, with both of them giving each other 1-2s until ultimately Miles takes all the impact from the fall. I ain't gonna lie, this fight is so underrated. I know a lot of y'all gonna wanna put my head on the spike for this, but this might be top 20 animated fights of all time.
You what?
Yeah, you heard me. This does not include anime. Please do not kill me. Anyways, they get up and Miles keeps trying to fight back, but he's just getting mobbed, going for one last web strike, and good God, stay down. Never mind, get up! Kingpin thinks he's just finished him, but Miles hears his father telling him get up, in which he does. Kingpin is in absolute shock just watching him get up from sheer will. And this is when Miles hits him with a,
You ever hear the shoulder touch? What?
hey. And he finishes him off with his uncle's signature, tossing him into the button and shutting down the collider, ultimately saving the city and everyone in it. Now he goes home, but not before putting this big behemoth of a nigga on display for the city to see. And man, his dad had the same expression as me, cause this could have looked way crazier in different contexts, bro. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching to the end of the video. Make sure to watch my last video because boy, I tell you, it'll take you out your clothes and into a shower. Yeah, you heard that right. When was the last time your stank ass took a shower? Like and subscribe.